What is up, guys? Silver Warrior here, and today we're discussing how to build your silver stack. So as you can see, I took all my silver bullion and literally built kind of a little house with it, just as a kind of a interesting background. I don't know. I mean, maybe it wasn't as clever as I thought. I just thought, I just thought it'd be something interesting to do. But of course, I'm not talking about literally how to build a little house out of silver. I'm talking about, of course, how to actually build your stack of silver. How you can build it up. I've talked about what silver should be the foundation of your stack. I've talked about how to start and maintain a silver stack. But I've never really talked about how to build a silver stack up, from the ground up. So that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be have everywhere from starting your silver stack all the way up to, making money off your silver stack. So let's get into this. To start it off, like I've said before, you definitely should be starting off with generic silver bullion. Now, there's multiple reasons for this. First off, generic silver bullion is probably the easiest to invest in. You can go on pretty much any reputable silver site or, any reputable silver dealer on eBay and pick up some bullion. It's not like you're going to be doing an insane amount of deal hunting just because of the fact that, bullion's only going to ever go for so cheap. You're never going to find it going insanely cheap in auctions. That's not until you get to things, coins that have intangible values, which I'll discuss later. So it's really simple to do. Anyone can really invest in this, and you can also learn from it. As a beginner silver stacker, you're going to need to learn the basics of stacking. And of course, before you invest, definitely I recommend doing some research on silver investing. Make sure it's the thing for you. Make sure, you are the type of person who actually can appreciate silver investing before you get into it. And overall, just that, you'll be able to do it. Just something that you'll enjoy and that you'll know how to profit from. And you understand the points of silver stacking, you know how to not get ripped off, all that good stuff. But once you know everything, definitely generic bullion will teach you, for one, the true value of money. I mean, you'll see just how small an amount of silver you can get for a large amount of currency. That will really show you just how much, of a better way of storing wealth silver is, because it's denser, it's tangible, it's right there, it has a real value, and you'll just learn about, you'll learn a lot about silver investing. You'll learn what you're doing, everything like that, and it will help you save. Definitely, it'll help you with other aspects of your life as well. It'll help you learn, budgeting to afford more silver, saving wisely, because you can't just take your silver to the store and buy something with it, or, go online and type in the serial number for your silver bar and, use it to buy something and they'll just zap it away. You can't make, futile purchases with the silver, because it's, silver. No one accepts that, at least, not in terms of as a form of currency. So therefore, it will definitely help you save, and you'll be able to build up your stack very quickly with it. You'll notice you're acquiring a lot of weight very quickly. That's due to the fact that you don't have any higher numismatic pieces. Now, once you build up a strong foundation, let's say your goal is, I don't know, I mean, I want to make this video for anyone, whether it be you have $100 to stack one or $100,000 to stack one. But let's say you've saved up a little bit of money to put into silver. Once you've put about 1/10 of that money you have saved up, assuming you have a decent amount saved up, into, generic silver bullion, then start looking at other stuff. But definitely, I'd say the first thing to go with is your first numismatic piece. And really search hard. Don't just go and buy the first thing you see. Really look until you find a good deal. Find something that you could make money on if you wanted to, and buy it. And it will give you a strong sense of accomplishment. You'll feel like, you've done something, and you'll appreciate silver stacking more, because you'll realize that there's deals out there to be found. And as you go on, definitely pick up some more numismatics and all that stuff. Pick up some junk silver next. You can pick that up pretty easily, just like bullion, but this you can actually get better deals on if you look for the right auctions. And just go about diversifying your stack very well. Work on maybe a certain particular set of coins. Let's say Mercury Dimes interest you. Get a full date mint set of Mercury Dimes, and all that good stuff. Work with other people. Get to know other people in the community, and you'll find it is very it is a lot easier to, have a healthy silver stack than you might think. Now, here comes the part of profiting off your stack. There's multiple situations in which you'll be able to do this. The first one, and the rarest one, is a silver price bubble, or a silver price spike. This is only going to happen, once in a decade, if you're lucky. I mean, that's pretty common even. I believe the last bubble, well, I know the last bubble was in, back in, 2008 and 2009 area, right before, the stock market crash, because stocks were doing really well, and everything happened then, which, was kind of like the, I guess, the recession, as you might call it. And right around that time, silver was doing extremely well as gold. And a lot of people were buying then, driving up the price more, but the smart people were selling. Silver, went up extremely high during this time, and there was a lot of money to be made off of it. A lot of people were willing to buy it and pay even more than what the melt value was, because they thought silver's at $50, it's going to go to $1,000 easy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These people selling are crazy. But the people selling were the smart ones. It's like the people, like I always, I like to make this analogy, but it's kind of like the people who, you have the people during the gold rush, right, that went out, and they were, just going out, buying their mining equipment. Well, let me ask you a question. Who do you think made more money during this? The people mining, or the people who sold the equipment to the miners? The miners might have thought, these guys are crazy. Why aren't they keeping the equipment for themselves and going out and mining? But the store owners, they were getting rich in these boom towns. These towns were springing up. They had thousands of people in a single week, or, even day maybe, buying equipment off of them, for inflated prices. They were selling food for inflated prices. And these people were making millions upon millions. The average miner spent more than he made during the gold rush. So think about that. There's a lot of other opportunities to make money, by going against what others are doing, as opposed to going with what they're doing. And especially with a bubble, you sell when people are buying and you buy when people are selling. It sounds basic, but a lot of people don't do it. Because a lot of people think silver is going to keep on going up. When silver prices go down, everyone panics, sells it all off, prices crash, and you buy when it's low, when people think silver has no more potential, and it's dead. Because investments, they don't die. They go to sleep for a while, and they wake up for a little bit, and when they're awake, they get a lot of attention. So, that's the first opportunity. Another one would be just to look for really good deals on coins, and ended up selling them. Definitely one thing is as good as, if you have more money, buy in larger lots, sell in smaller lots, all that good stuff, But honestly, I can't really help you perfectly with flipping coins. I can give you a few pieces of advice to get cheaper coins, like search for misspelled versions of valuable coins on eBay, if that's where you're looking. Definitely, I've done that before, and I haven't found any auctions yet that start at 99 cents, because that's what you want to be looking for. But I have found definitely people spelling stuff wrong. It's just they're selling as buy it now. So it's the same price as what you'd normally be paying. And just keep on searching. Don't buy impulsively, even if you have a lot of money. Act like you don't, and just keep on saving until you find a really good deal. The more money you save up, the more you can spend on that great deal, and the more money you can make on it. Because the more money you spend, more money you can definitely make. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, though. I do hope it helped you. I try to keep it very brief, but it ended up being 9 minutes, so sorry for that, but I kind of expected it to be longer anyway. But that is it for this one. Let me know any ideas you have for future videos. Peace, love, and much respect.